For Roger Clemens, Arroyo, going for 20 at 41. If he wins this game, it will be his 20th win of the season. And that's that, we were alluding to Sandy Koufax, not since Koufax. Now another one up and in to Cabrera. Cabrera giving him a stare. Roger Clemens, 21 years older than the right-hander.
One on, two out. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-1.
What that pitch inside does, it makes you very tentative going out and getting that outside strike.
It also scared Serena Williams.
It did.
The 20-year-old waits. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a late swing, strike 2. Well, you know this. If Roger Clemens is going to be out of the mound for the final time, he's going to go out doing it the way he's always done it. And that is run a pitch up and in, get these hitters' attention. Try to take over the inside part of the plate. He's already done it twice in this first inning. That's the way he works. Josh Beckett, last night starter for the Marlins, the 23-year-old. Grew up in Spring, Texas. The 2 high schools about 25 miles apart. He idolized Roger Clemens as a kid. Now he sits and watches as Clemens misses with ball 2. The Yankees got a leadoff hit by Soriano. Jeter hit into a double play. Giambi flied out. A 2-out single by Rodríguez in the bottom of the first. And a 2-2 to Cabrera. Cabrera last night with the only RBI to back Josh Beckett.
That was one of his 2 hits to right field after going 0 for 7 in the first 2 games. Very adept as a young hitter, going the other way with 2 strikes.
That is foul. And Cabrera's hanging in with a pretty good at bat against Clemens. Gale has hit 3 home runs this postseason. The only change Jack McKeon made to his lineup for this game 4 was to shift Conine up to the 5 spot. He's on deck, and slide Derek Lee down to 7. Into right field. Back is Garcia at the wall. Home run, Cabrera. 2-0 Florida. Remember that first pitch up and in? The 20-year-old just showed tremendous strength going out to right.
The first home run of the World Series for the Marlins and Cabrera. You're exactly right, Joe. There is nothing that makes a hitter feel better than being knocked off the plate and then hitting a home run. Nothing.
Davis. Ball 1 at 100 miles an hour. Rajai 0 for 3. And 3 for 20 in this series. Out of play right side. Aroldis Chapman started the year with the Yankees. He was involved in a domestic violence situation. Charges dropped, but Major League Baseball suspended him for 30 games. He came back, pitched well for the Yankees, and was traded to the Cubs on July 25th. And they hand him the ball here in the 8th inning of Game 7. 2-2.
Davis missed his pitch earlier. Trying his best to be as quick as he can.
2-2. Just got a piece.
That's where he prefers it. He wants the inner half of the ball so that he has a better chance of getting the barrel to it. Away, not a whole lot he can do with it. Up, same result. Sometimes you got to get lucky against a guy like Chapman. You got to guess in an area and hope he throws it there.
Geyer delivered an RBI double with 2 out. The 2-2. And a new supply of baseballs for the home plate umpire, Sam Holbrook. Rajai Davis, 6-6.
I said down and in was his only chance. Watch where this pitch is. Down and in. He got it. He didn't miss it. He fouled off the pitches that he had to foul off. And the one area that gave Davis a chance to hit a home run is where Chapman threw it. And oh my.
No sign of Bob Melvin just yet.
You don't think when Bryce Harper signed that mega deal to come here, he had visions of having a huge hit to send his team to the World Series?
Bryce had never won a postseason series prior to this year. Not only did he reach the postseason, he's been the best hitter in the postseason. This is the deepest he's ever played. He's one win, and in this case, one swing perhaps, from the World Series.
It's the deepest you'll ever see a right fielder play in this ballpark. Soto is on the track almost.
Strike one. If you're Suarez, how are you going after the two-time MVP?
You got to elevate from this point on. You got to throw fastballs up, and you got to keep throwing them up. Because as great as Harper is, the weak spot has become the fastball up. His swing, aggressive, big, early, tightens it up. And he's able to go the other way if you make a mistake as a pitcher.
Here's the 0-1. Harper bends back on a very high fastball, and the count evens up.
Now, some people just can't get the ball up at will, and some have the release point that gets there. I would think Suarez has comfortable throwing belt-high fastballs at 98 miles an hour.
Here's 1-1. Harper with a big rip and a foul, and it's strike 2. '31-year-old rookie on the mound in Robert Suarez. Newly turned 30-year-old, one-time prodigy, now two-time MVP Bryce Harper at the plate. The 1-2 pitch. Harper pokes it foul.
See, got to be careful out over the plate up, because we already saw what Harper could do. It hit a homer the other way. That's got to be tighter to him above that strike zone. It is a small area, but if you miss up, at least you're changing the eye level of Harper. If it's away, he has a chance to still get the barrel of the bat to it and go the other way because he's strong enough.
Tying run aboard. Go ahead run at the plate. 8th inning, game 5. Harper cracks it down the line, foul. Staying alive against another fastball. Checking that bat to make sure it's in one piece. And Bryce said this week, I live for these moments. This is why I came to Philadelphia. A decade in the majors, but these moments few and far between. None bigger than this one. The 1-2 pitch. Takes it low. Changeup that was a strike for a long time. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
If you're Harper, you know he basically only throws you 2 pitches, fastball and changeup. He has the curveball and slider, but he doesn't throw it to left-handers very much, so you can eliminate it. If he throws it, you got to react to the area.
On the 7th pitch, Harper hits one in the air, left center field, back it goes! Harper, the swing of his life! Harper has the Phillies on the verge of the World Series.
And this is what I was talking about. He can go the other way. The ball was not up. The ball was out over the plate. He's strong enough. He's done it before. And this could be the defining moment.
Hunter Gaddis against Juan Soto. 2 hits tonight for Soto, a double and a single. First and second, 2 outs. Soto takes a ball.
Call me crazy right here, but you know where I'm going?
You're crazy.
I know where you're going.
Well, we saw it early. Now, it's not first base open, but there is a base open. And we saw Stephen Vogt walk Soto. Gaddis going right at him. Soto tracks it, takes a strike. Right at the bottom of the zone. Yankees are right where they want to be. Soto and Judge. 2 men aboard. 2-2 game. Soto, a foul ball, violent swing. 1-2 the count.
A shake of the head by Soto. He got a pitch to hit there. Spinner right in the middle of the plate. A little early.
Yep. This is where Soto sometimes does his best work.
Gaddis deals a 1-2. Soto fouls it away. Soto just stalking Gaddis right now. After these foul balls, just shaking his head.
He likes the competition. The acknowledgement is the competition.
He did it at 19 to Justin Verlander in the World Series.
Right.
Remember it well. Do it again. Another 1-2. Gaddis emptying out the tank right now.
How do you get a guy out who seemingly has no holes?
Lives for these moments.
It's been all off speed. Has not thrown him a fastball yet. Another 1-2 pitch coming. Soto fights off another one.
Backdoor slider on the outside corner. Maybe caught a little more plate.
4 consecutive foul balls. This will be pitch number 7. The count is still 1-2. Gaddis deals. Soto, a high fly ball to center. Thomas backing up. Thomas at the track. And Juan Soto! A 3-run home run! Soto magic in Game 5! As Juan Soto goes deep to give the Yankees a 5-2 lead in the 10th inning.
I think I'm crazy now. I mean, this man is built for these moments. Hadn't seen a fastball the whole count.
It's the same exact pitch he faced in his first at-bat yesterday that turned into a 2-run home run.
And these chimes mean it is November. For the first time in the history of Major League Baseball, playing the World Series during the month of November, and for very good reason. Everything pushed back 1 week. After September the 11th, pushing the postseason back, and now officially into November as Derek Jeter bats with 2 out and nobody on. In on the hands as the Diamondbacks have been doing to Jeter all series long. Strike 1. The right-handed hitters against Byung-Hun Kim, as they welcome the fans here at Yankee Stadium to November baseball. The righties against Kim 0 for 7 with 4 strikeouts. It was a hit by the left-handed hitting Paul O'Neill with 1 out. The 2-run home run by Tino Martinez, the lefty, with a couple out in the 9th inning that tied it. Justice has the other hit. The 0-2 to Jeter. 1-2.
Nobody warming for the Yankees. That means Rivera will be back out there, obviously, if the game remains tied.
The 1-2. Jeter 1 out of 15 in this World Series. Rivera went 2 innings last night. He threw 13 pitches in his first inning of work here tonight. And if needed, he'll go back out there for the 11th. Kim trying to make that happen. Jeter pops it foul off to the right, out of play. Think back to '96 with the Yankees leaving here down 2-0 to Atlanta. They turned to a veteran, David Cone, to help them win Game 3. They trailed in the late innings in Game 4 and got the game-tying home run from Jim Leyritz, a 3-run shot. Here tonight in Game 4 of the 2001 World Series, a game-tying home run by Tino Martinez in the bottom of the 9th. Another 1-2 pitch to Jeter. 2-2.
With Jeter's ability to hit the ball to right field with 2 strikes, Mark Grace is about halfway at first base. But Jeter can pepper that line, particularly with 2 strikes. He goes to right field with 2 strikes on it.
Three and 2. Paul O'Neill on deck. He showed you Swindell getting loose in the Arizona bullpen. Two out, bases empty. Jeter down the right field line, slicing foul. Somebody has to be. Somebody will be at the end of the night. If only for one day. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on, and Young Hun Kim trying to send this game to the 11th. Credit Kim with settling down enough after that deflating home run to get out of the 9th. He's taking care of the first 2 here in the 10th. Jeter hits it into right. Back at the wall. Game over. Yankees win and the series is tied. To go with the 3 strikeouts for Loaiza. Joe Torre used to talk when he was in St. Louis and he had Lee Smith as his closer. And once he handed the ball to Big Lee, he was finished managing. In some respects, it's the same tonight with Loaiza, the last guy the Yankees have in their bullpen. It's Loaiza's game to win or lose. And it's David Ortiz trying to make him lose it. 2 on, 2 out. Strike 1. Good fastball from Loaiza.
Good fastball in a good spot.
A hit can win it. Damon, the lead runner at second. 1-1. See, well, be careful with David Ortiz. You can be. But I told you about the stats this year for Loaiza. All the walks. He's walked 3 since coming in. 2 in this inning. Minkiewicz is on deck. No 1-1. Ortiz had a rip. 1-2.
That may have been the most hittable pitch the Red Sox have had from Loaiza in his outing. That ball, a fat part of the plate. Ortiz drives that ball. He's already driven one to left out of here tonight.
The 1-2. Ortiz spoils it. Leskanic is still up for the Red Sox in their pen. Wakefield at the moment still in the game, and Rodríguez, Sheffield, and Matsui would hit for the Yankees in the 15th. They're already in the 7th in Houston. This game started 3 hours before that one. The 1-2. Ortiz clubs it down the right field line, hooking foul. David Ortiz already is the only player with 2 walk-off home runs in a single postseason. Bernie Williams, the only other player with 2 in a career. Another 1-2. 2-2. Two walks in the inning. 2 out. 2-2 the count. The longest game in postseason history by inning. 16, game 6 between the Mets and the Astros. By time tonight, 5 hours 48 minutes. The 2-2. Another foul. Ortiz trying to end it. Foul. Tenth pitch of this at bat coming to David Ortiz. His home run in the 8th inning started what ended up a 2-run rally to tie it. The last run to the night to this point. Ortiz fights it off center field. Damon run into the plate, and he can keep on running to New York. Game 6 tomorrow night.
Looking for something in the middle of the plate to drive. I felt like he missed his 2 pitches the first time through. Had some great swings on fastballs, and not so sure he's gonna get too many of those, but those are the ones you can't miss. Worked the count to 3-2, but then struck out.
Was hitting 192 with Kansas City when the deal was made to bring him to Atlanta. Turned it on with the Braves. What a chance for Soler and Atlanta. Ball 1, nowhere close. We saw Rayleigh getting ready with the lefty Freeman on deck. Right now a battle between Garcia and Soler.
There's that cutter. For Luis Garcia, he gets a high probability of strikeouts coming into the year. 60 out of the 167 have come on that cutter. That's the 3rd highest in baseball. It's the pitch he goes to when he needs to miss the barrels.
Right-handers hit under 190 against Garcia. Soler trying to figure him out. 1-1.
No.
Fifth start this postseason for Luis Garcia. 1-2 record over his first 4 starts, but his last 2, 9 1/3, 1 earned run. 13 strikeouts, 5 walks coming in. His game 6 was a gem in the ALCS, a 5-0 win. Didn't give up his first hit till the 6th. 2-1.
No.
Checked it. 3-1.
Good job by Soler to check. Big, strong swing that he kept behind the plate. But the pitch that Garcia wanted to throw, he executed. He just didn't get the swing.
Three balls and a strike. Soler. What a pitch. Full count.
That was a great pitch. You're tempted here after so many breaking balls to try and speed him up on a fastball up in the zone to get him to swing over the top of it, because he's seen a lot of these now in this at bat. This is going to be his last pitch if he doesn't get him out. I think just as how hot the left-hander's been getting up and ready maybe for Freddie Freeman. So what's it going to be?
Runners will go on a 3-2 pitch. Garcia, Soler, foul.
And the reason I said fastball there, because he's starting to time that, right? He's seeing that kind of break over and over again, and just got out in front of that one to hook it foul.
Another foul.
And see, that was the pitch he needed to get up. He threw it down right in the spot that Soler likes. He could get the barrel of the bat to it. You saw the target was up, but he threw it down. Right pitch, just wrong location.
So Christian Javier, now the right-hander, has joined Brooks Raley in the bullpen for Houston. Garcia trying to hang in this game and trying to keep it scoreless here in the 3rd inning of Game 6. Soler with a monster blast into left, and the Braves lead 3-0 here in the 3rd.
Too many breaking balls, Joe. He was timing them up, and he got one that not even the train tracks could hold.
Jorge Soler. The guy who hit 48 home runs 2 seasons ago. What a pickup he's been for this Atlanta team. And the watch party loves it as Soler just touched one off over the train tracks.
Base is empty, 2 out. He faces Bellinger in a 3-3 game. Delivers strike 1. 2 walks for Bellinger. Also hit it on the screws, lined out to right.
Ball.
It's a ball. It's 1-1.
Most of everybody this year has been beating Bellinger up and in, trying to crowd him. If he gets his hands extended and his arms extended, he can hit it a long way. A couple times he's hit it to center field, shaking his head, can't believe it didn't leave. But strong down, not as good up.
On this 1-1, Bellinger watches it miss away. Ball 2. Chris Martin trying to give him an inning plus. Is 2-1. Backdoor to catch the corner, strike 2.
That was a backdoor cutter of the ages right there. I mean, he was coming off his fastball away, stayed on the cutter there and got a call. Probably just a tick off the plate, but too close. And it definitely was off the plate.
Now a 2-2. Slap that one foul to stay alive. We'll do it again.
So I'm surprised they're going up and away. It's probably easier for Martin to get the ball there the way his ball moves than to try and jam him up and in and throw the ball tight in his hands, where Bellinger just hasn't shown the ability to stay off that pitch. But the strength of Martin and the call that Darno has been staying away to this point.
And I know that's the hole, but that takes some guts to come up and in on a slugger like this. Another 2-2 pitch. Left it over the plate and got away with it.
But see, that's not really over the plate to Bellinger, because he dives in. He's so close to the plate. You have room in there. I mean, this is in the strike zone, but because see how he tries to get that long swing to the ball, it's just harder for him. But he gets out over the plate, can touch him about as good as anybody.
Reigning MVP, who's not had kind of season he envisioned.
One swing changes all of that.
No question about it. A 3-3 game in the 7th. The 2-2 is swatted down the line. Foul again. Bellinger, who was the Rookie of the Year in 2017, was the MVP last season. Been a great regular season player, but has struggled in the postseason throughout his career. Eighth pitch has been the magic one tonight. This time he hits the ball to deep right field. Cody Bellinger has done it, and the Dodgers lead in Game 7. And it again comes on the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
In that Game 2 start, Pedro Martinez was not feeling well. We talked to him after the game, and he purposely did not tell his mom in the Dominican that he wasn't feeling well going into that start. His mom congratulated him the next day on the way he pitched in that game, in the loss, and she said, "But you look so pale." And then Pedro started to laugh because he said, "Well, you're right, I wasn't feeling well." First pitch to Matsui is in for a strike. 84 miles per hour to the left-handed hitting DH. But diminished pitching stuff here tonight for Pedro Martinez compared to the last time around against the Yankees.
Yeah, once again, we said wily and creative in our scouting report. He'll have to be that way tonight.
That is a rocket down the right field line foul. 86 from Martinez.
If you're the Yankees hitters, give Pedro Martinez the inside part of the plate. You'll be able to adjust to everything but the off-speed pitch. You know, with him not throwing real hard, that he's not going to be able to get inside on you. So look away.
Oh, 2 on Matsui. There's 88. Fastball's up 1-2. Rich Doobie, the pitching coach for the Phillies. Charlie Manuel telling us before the game, the one thing you know about Pedro Martinez, he won't be scared. Pedro's 1-2 pitch to Matsui. Two and 2.
Matsui hit a go-ahead home run against Pedro in game 2, a curveball that was almost on the ground. So you can kind of eliminate the curveball in your thinking if you're Matsui.
The 2-2 pitch is hit to first, foul. Just foul, as Jerry Davis put his hands up and made the call. And got it right. This is game 2 as Matsui went down to get it. It was in the 6th inning and the go-ahead home run off Pedro. Martinez pitched into the 7th, did not retire a batter in the 7th, was taken out. And the Yankees won the ballgame 3-1 behind A.J. Burnett and Mariano Rivera. Now Matsui steps out. First check on Alex Rodríguez. Pedro Martinez with a career record of .219 and 100 and an ERA of 2.93. Could very well be headed to the Hall of Fame. His 2-2 pitch to Matsui. On the way. And ball 3.
You can look for Rodríguez to be running here. As the cut fastball missed.
And Rodríguez was leaning. Got back well ahead of the tag.
Yeah, you cannot be picked off in that situation. It's up to the hitter to put the ball in play.
There he goes. Matsui fouls it. So Pedro Martinez could be pitching his biggest game in that career. And as you look at his career resume, he's a World Series champion with the Red Sox. He made a Game 3 start in that World Series at St. Louis. With his team up 2-0, went 7 innings. And a big start for him, Game 7 of the 2003 ALCS at the old Yankee Stadium. Got into the 8th. Didn't have enough that night. Rodríguez goes and a fly ball into right. Down the line. Gone. 2-0 New York.
Pitches thrown in this at bat and not one breaking ball. He got the fastball inside part. Second home run in his last 2 at bats against Martinez.
Russ Ortiz took the souvenir with him. Dusty Baker said, "Come here. You deserve the game ball tonight." As he exits, pitching into the 7th inning with a 5-0 lead. But now a spectator as Felix Rodríguez comes on with 2 on, 1 out. 7th inning and Spiezio at the plate. Rodríguez, the 3rd guy to ever appear in all of his team's games. In the World Series, it went 6 or more. He's been busy. Spiezio 0 for 2 tonight. Ball 1.
The one area Rodríguez does not want to throw Spiezio in is that ball down and in. Spiezio can take advantage of that pitch right there.
Popped up foul, back and out of play.
That was about the height, but you could see the ball tailing away. That's the way Spiezio could put the Angels back in this game. But Rodríguez goes to the tailing fastball on the outside part.
Reaching for it, 95 miles per hour, and it's 1-2. Benji Molina on deck. But it could be a spot for Mike Scioscia to use a pinch hitter.
Orlando Palmeiro has a bat. Getting ready.
Good rip by Spiezio. It stays 1-2.
You can see Santiago wanted that fastball in. That's a dangerous area right now. That puts the Angels right back in it. You make a mistake away, it's a single. You make a mistake inside, it's 5-3.
Rodríguez stepped off. Now Tim Worrell is up next to Scott Ayers. Two and two. good at bat by Spiezio as it stays 2-2. Michael Eisner watching the Angels, who trail 5-0, bottom of the 7th. 2 on, 1 out. Full count.
Really can't afford to send the runners here. You're trailing by 5. On an uncharacteristic strikeout to Spiezio or a line drive, you're out of the inning. Line drive at somebody.
Spiezio hits one into deep right field. Back is Sanders at the wall. Home run! 5-3 in the 7th.
Came inside to Spiezio. What a tenacious at bat. Down and in.
Bernie Williams at third, tying run at first. DeLucci, 2 out, 3-1 in the 9th. Ball 1, a changeup away.
Marlin outfielders are about 5 steps deeper than they would normally be to try to cut off the double. This is a no doubles outfield defense.
2-0 with Aaron Boone waiting next. Ravano probably sweating harder now than he did the first 8 innings. Watching Urbina try and nail it down. It's 3-0. Corner, 3-1.
Not sure whether Sierra was swinging here, but if he were, he would be swinging at that pitch anyway.
Strike 2.
Sierra thought the 3-0 pitch was outside. He thought the 3-1 pitch was outside. Tell you, that's a front corner strike. both the 3-0 and 3-1 pitch.
Now with a count 3-2, the tying run at first, Taguchi will get a head start. Came right back after him with a fastball. It's still 3-2. Does Urbina have enough confidence in that changeup with a count of 3-2? Or will it be another fastball?
If there were ever a time for a changeup, it's now. 3 straight fastballs from Urbina. Fastball again.
Career home runs for Ruben Sierra.
Fastball away.
And ripped into the right field corner. That may tie it. In to score is Williams. Taguchi coming around. He'll score. It's a 3-3 game with Sierra at third. Breaking ball in for a strike to Álex González. 0 for 4 tonight. 1 for 13 in this series. He has still been on base only 6 times the entire playoffs.
Thing about González, though, he does have good power. 18 home runs on the year. He has pop in his bat.
That's really why it's so surprising, because he's a good hitter.
Yeah, yeah.
256 average, but 18 home runs, 77 RBIs. Weaver got through a perfect 11th. Breaking ball freezes González. 2-2. It's González, then Encarnacion, and back to the top with Juan Pierre.
Looked like Weaver slipped on the pitching rubber, and that slider stayed inside. Here's a delivery one more time. Nope.
That's foul.
That was an awkward delivery on that 2-2 pitch, that slider from Weaver.
Another foul. See, Boone is right on the line here in the extra innings.
Even Giambi at first base is closer to the line than he normally would be.
Trouble. It is good. And the Marlins have won game 4. 4-3 final as González goes deep. His first home run of the postseason. Game that lasted 4 hours, 3 minutes. The Yankees tied it in the 9th. And And on a night where this crowd of 65,000 plus said farewell to Roger Clemens, a battle of the bullpens, and the Marlins take game 4 to even the series 2-2. Billy Wagner, the closer, takes over for the Mets in a 6-6 game, and so Taguchi takes a strike. Wagner got the save last night. 1 inning, 1 walk. And he has not blown a save against St. Louis. And granted, this is not a save opportunity. But he has not messed up against the Cardinals since July 11th of 1998. A 1.25 ERA against the Cardinals in that time span. 0-2 and a blink on So Taguchi. First at bat of this series for Taguchi, and he stays up there with a foul tip. Taguchi with a home run this postseason. Came in game 3 against San Diego in St. Louis last Saturday. Ball 1. Albert Pujols on deck, and then Jim Edmonds. Taguchi checks his swing. The pitch looked to be pretty good, and it's called ball 2, 2-2.
It was that slider that backed up and went around the plate. Good call by Jim Joyce.
Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's low, and it's a full count. Pretty good rip by Taguchi.
Good pitch to hit there. He'd like that one back. The one thing about Billy Wagner, he throws so hard with such bite on his slider. He can use the middle of the plate. He does not have to throw to corners.
Now Taguchi involved in a good at bat, as we saw Eckstein do last inning against Heilman.
On Billy right here, he's got to come right at him. He can't afford to walk Taguchi with Albert Pujols on deck.
And Taguchi hits one into left field, back at the wall. This ball is gone. So Taguchi, a home run to put St. Louis on top, 7-6 here in the 9th inning. Second home run of this postseason, and for a guy who went in as much for a defensive replacement in left field last half inning to take over for Duncan, he goes deep to left off Billy Wagner, and the Cardinals lead for the first time tonight. Ron Washington has decided to go to the veteran left-hander Darren Oliver. Former Cardinal, actually led the Cardinals in innings pitched back in '99. He's been a good, reliable reliever for Ron Washington, and now he is in the game trying to save it for Neftali Feliz.
And the Cardinals have 2 left-handers to lead it off here in the bottom of the 10th. Out of bench players.
So of all the guys to be on the mound to end potentially this World Series, it's Darren Oliver. And the count is even 1-1 on Descalso, who is 1 for 1. Josh Hamilton with a home run to put the Rangers on top again by 2. That is low, 2-1. You saw that note, 6 career saves for Oliver, 1 in the postseason. 2-2 on Descalso. Oliver got the win, game 5, 3 nights ago. still 2-2. That's foul. Oliver just turned 41. Got into pro ball in '88 and first got to the big leagues with Texas in '93. The 2-2 in the air down the line. That ball will get out of play. Cardinals have stranded 8 tonight. Texas 11. Descalso is on to start the inning.
So it's Lance Lynn after Mitchell Boggs worked an inning and Kyle Loesch worked 7, giving up 1 run. 1-1, bottom of the 9th inning.
As you might expect, Lance Lynn, being a starting pitcher, has all 4 pitches available: fastball, curveball, changeup, slider, in that order of preference.
Strike 1 to Werth, who is 0 for 3, including a strikeout. Werth has struck out 6 times so far in this series. Game 4 of the National League Division Series. Strike 2 now to Werth. Nationals know if they score here, they win the game and force a 5th and deciding game tomorrow night here. Cardinals are hoping for extra innings and a chance to wrap things up and move on. San Francisco Giants moved on today after losing the first 2 games at home to the Reds, won 3 straight to capture that division series. 2-2 now to Werth. Ryan Matthews is up in the Washington bullpen. Good pitch in on the fist, fouled off, and the count remains 2-2.
Lynn throwing extremely hard tonight. That last pitch at 97 on the radar gun here at Nationals Park. His average fastball during the regular season just a tick under 93. A little extra adrenaline going right now.
Fouled off. So Werth hanging in there against Lance Lynn, and it isn't often you see an 18-game winner relegated to the bullpen for postseason. That's the story with Lance Lynn in this series. Another foul ball, almost to the identical spot. Well, Werth has been here before. Been in postseason 5 times with the Phillies, once with the Dodgers. And it's popped up, foul territory. Allen Craig and Yadier Molina, and it's just out of reach.
That hit something in the Nationals dugout, ricocheted up, looked like it caught Allen Craig on the throat or on the left side of his face somewhere. Hit that bench and ricocheted right back up and caught him on the left side of the face. Reach over and extend into that dugout and takes a hard right cross to the jaw right there, but stays on his feet.
2-2 pitch. Took something off the breaking ball, and getting a piece of it is Werth.
battle of the beards here, Dick. Neither one of these guys has seen a razor since before the All-Star break, I guarantee you.
Tenth pitch of the at-bat, and we'll go to 11. No beard on that man.
If he did, you'd see the gray hair. That's what managing will do to you.
And the breaking ball. Full count to Jayson Werth. Leading off here in the bottom of the ninth inning of a 1-1 game. National scoring in the second on LaRoche's home run. Cardinals tying it up on a sacrifice fly in the third. Another pop-up. And chasing it out of play is Craig once more.
Well, this is not unusual for Jayson Werth. 4.39 pitches per plate appearance. Fourth most in the majors during the regular season.
Giving a good exhibition here.
Yep.
13th pitch will be next. 3-2 and a drive hit deep to left field. Looking up, way back. It's gone.
So here's the struggle now. Good speed at first. Betances takes a long time to get to home typically. And going to second base would be in the mind of Terry Francona to be aggressive here. Sanchez with a great arm behind the plate.
A ball and no strikes to Yan Gomes. Betances has been great so far in his 2 outings. A 1-2-3-8 yesterday with 3 strikeouts. There goes Jackson, had a big jump. Throw down to second base is 2 left.
I mean, that's just closing the gap with an arm strength of Sanchez. He had a huge jump. It takes a long time for Betances to deliver the ball, and even with the velocity he has matched with the velocity of Sanchez. All the Yankees are going to try to do is see, is there any way that he popped up off the bat, because he got there in plenty of time, and he did not. Normally, you want those infielders to hold the tag throughout the slide, but he did not pop up even going into his leg.
So for the second time in extra innings, Austin Jackson is at second as the potential winning run. Only here there's nobody out. And a strike to Gomes to put him at 2-1.
Now, if you're Betances, the only thing you can hope for here is a popped up bunt on your velocity. The slider actually makes it easier for a guy who knows how to bunt to put the ball in play. The spin of the slider and the angle of the bat keeps the ball fair more than not.
Almost 2,000 career plate appearances for Yan Gomes and a grand total of 2 sacrifice bunts.
Still have to be careful. I know Castro is keeping as close an eye as he can on Jackson, but stealing third base. See, almost trying to act like a first baseman as long as he can, Castro.
Austin Jackson doesn't run nearly as much as he did as a younger player. Last 2 years, he has combined for only 5 regular season stolen bases. But just swiped the big bag here in the last of the 13th. Still 2-2 to Yan Gomes. Adam Warren's had plenty of time to get hot in the Yankee bullpen. Jordan Montgomery also up with him as Gomes fights off another pitch to stay at 2-2.
Well, the one thing about the sliders and obviously the power curveball that he has, that Tennessee as the hitter pulls the ball, which will keep Jackson at second base if he hits it to third base or possibly really sharp to short. But you and Sanchez together, Betances would love to get the strikeout here. He's trying to induce the strikeout.
Number 9 hitter, the rookie Eric Gonzalez, waiting on deck. Oh, that one was hit him and did catch the home plate umpire. Man, and it got him flush. Boy, Dan Iasonia just took that right off the bat of Yan Gomes. My goodness. And Dan Iasonia shaking his head up and down. He's okay. And the at-bat will continue 2-2 to Yan Gomes. Winning run at second with nobody out. Last of the 13th. Full count now, 3-2.
Got to trust you're making the right pitch right here for Betances. Be committed. Didn't look as committed. You could see the life on the pitch is starting to show up. The lack of break. That one spun, stayed in the middle half.
Betances has matched his career long outing, having worked 2 1/3.
That one backed up.
Check that. It's still a 2-inning outing as he has yet to record an out. Goes into the corner, and to score is Jackson, and the Indians take a 2-0 division series lead.
This is an interesting confrontation here.
Chapman threw over the head of Mike Brosseau September 1st. Bench is cleared. Only added to the salt with these two teams. And Chapman deals a strike. This was one of the moments this year. These teams don't like each other at all, and there's a lot of back and forth throughout the year, throughout the decade even. And Chapman ended up striking out Brosseau, and there was a lot of words exchanged. Brosseau homered twice the next day for the Rays. He's down 0-2. Brosseau put up some good numbers against the Yankees this year. He had 3 homers. That's 7 RBIs and 17 at-bats against the Yankees in 2020.
Chapman struck out Brosseau last night on a high fastball.
And looked like he reached back for a little extra as well. He went over 100 miles an hour in that sequence last night. 0-2 the count. Ooh, just missed.
Chapman has started to use a split finger to go along with his slider. Haven't seen enough of them to know, and that was one. Just tumbler out of the fingers of Chapman.
Adding to the arsenal. Chapman's got him in a hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2 now. It's going to be a final at-bat win for someone tonight here in Game 5. Rays batting here at the bottom of the 8th. Castillo works a scoreless Top of the 8th. Brosseau entered the game for Ji-Man Choi. Got an infield hit in the 6th. Second at bat. 2-2 pitch. Hangs in there.
Again, the split finger from Chapman. The only problem here, Brian, is that with a 99-mile-an-hour fastball, his slider, what do closers always tell you? Don't want to get beat by your 3rd pitch.
Yandy Diaz on deck. That splitter, a new wrinkle, and it is nasty as it gets. He's had hitters baffled by that this year. Only started throwing it recently. Pitched in only 13 games this year. He finished 8 of those. 3 of them were saves. 2-2 pitch.
Brosseau had a better swing at that fastball.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Chapman deals. Wow. 3-2 the count. 101 and close.
Chapman didn't like it, but it was off the plate in. Good take from Brosseau, or the ball just beat him. Well in.
His best fastball yet. Good call. Home plate umpire Marvin Hudson. This will be the 8th pitch of the at bat. 3rd batter face for Aroldis Chapman. Here's a payoff. Brosseau hooks one foul. But you got to start it early to get to 100. That's the result on an off-speed pitch. Lively Rays dugout. Another 3-2. Boy, he is hanging tough. What an at-bat going here.
The swings against the fastball get better and better for Brosseau as this at-bat goes on.
That short, compact stroke. Brosseau, never a prospect, but he just keeps delivering. He's earned his way first on a big league roster and now on a postseason roster. Hit .302 this year. He destroyed left-handed pitchers. Chapman, no regular lefty. 3-2. Brosseau sends one into left field. Gardner going back, and it is up and gone. Mike Brosseau has homered, and the Rays have a 2-1 lead. What a moment for Brosseau. Tampa Bay on top on the 10th pitch of the at-bat.
First career postseason home run for Mike Brosseau. You could feel that coming as the at-bat got longer.
Back at Fenway Park, Game 4, the American League Division Series. Red Sox lead it 2-1. Austin Meadows leads off the inning. Eduardo Rodríguez delivers and a check swing, foul ball, strike 1. Rodríguez, who failed to make it through the 2nd inning of Game 1, is perfect through 2 here.
Yeah, he's been really good, and that fastball wavered a little early, but he worked his way back into counts and used that changeup. But he's staying out of the middle of the plate. That's the key. You stay out of the middle of the plate against the Rays, you got a chance to strike him out.
Meadows, who had a home run last night, cracks it foul, 0-2.
The Rays are in a mode. I mean, I know it's, you know, it's early in this game, but they need something to go their way, a bloop or something that goes opposite of what they feel like last night and the start of this game. It's like you're in this mojo of a town that the fans are locked in. They know what's at stake. The Rays need something to happen out of the ordinary, and that can be you always say when you're in the dugout, a bloop and a blast, but anything that changes the momentum, you got to jump on. But it does start with getting what we saw the Red Sox do all day yesterday, get the first guy on and create some kind of a rally.
Meadows here in an 0-2 hole, though. Rodríguez comes back downhill. 4 of the first 6 hitters have struck out after 20 struck out last night. The old demons of the first half reappearing for the Rays. One and 2. Meadows takes low and in, ball 2. 27 home runs during the regular season, drove in 106. That was top 10 in the league for a guy that was an all-star in 2019. Former Pittsburgh Pirate. On a 2-2 pitch. Takes inside, count is full.
A lot of people are thinking that might be a hidden farm team for the Rays. They made a few deals that have worked their way. Have the Rays with the Pirates.
One big one that he came over in, the Chris Archer deal. Also brought him Tyler Glasnow and Shane Baz.
Other than that,
yeah, that's it. So you get a guy that was an all-star in Meadows. Glasnow was amazing when he was healthy. Baz, part of the future. Payoff. And the next pitch is going to be the 8th to Meadows.
Yeah, Baz definitely is going to be one of these guys that he's learning as he goes. He's tremendous stuff. That game 2 was probably a little bit. I mean, it happens to everybody, right? When you look at this trade, but he's got a dynamic arm. He just needs that 3rd pitch to start coming along, and he's going to be having them Rays fans buzzing over what he's capable of doing.
Good chance you could see him at some point tonight. Baz on the right. That's Glasnow on the left. Another payoff. Meadows fouls it again. And a guy who strikes out a bunch is fouling a few here. Doing his best to kickstart this Rays offense. 9th pitch coming from Eduardo Rodríguez. No score here in game 4. Payoff. Foul again.
That was a big theme yesterday. Foul balls galore, especially out of Zunino.
Yeah.
Just battling, but every pitcher that came in the game were making great pitches with 2 strikes when they had to, as opposed to game 2 seemed to be the opposite, right? A lot of bad pitches with 2 strikes, and the offense just clobbered it.
20 runs in that game combined.
Still buzzing over what Houck did and what Pivetta did for the Red Sox. That to me, if you look back and would see what happens the rest of the season, postseason, to see how long they're able to benefit from that. But those 2 outings were game savers for the Red Sox.
On the 10th pitch, Meadows fouls it one more time. We mentioned Pivetta and Houck. Pivetta 4 shutout innings last night. Houck pitched in game 2, 5 innings, just 1 run. And there is a good chance that at some point tonight you'll see Houck again. Now, last night, of course, the Vasquez game, the walk-off home run, but in a lot of ways the Pivetta game too, with what he did, doing his best 2018 Nate Eovaldi impression. On the 12th pitch, Meadows. Another foul ball. That'd be one thing if this was, say, Wander Franco or Yandy Diaz up there, guys that are really hard to strike out, put the bat on the ball. This is not that guy usually.
If he threw a high fastball, you'd get him right now, but that's a tough pitch to throw 3-2 leading off the inning. He's throwing the kitchen sink at him, though.
Battle wages on. 13th pitch. Went with a high fastball. It's popped up. Out of play. And the day of the Boston Marathon. Here comes the 14th pitch from Rodríguez to Meadows.
How'd you do in the marathon today?
Real fast. Yeah, really good. You?
My alarm did not go off to get ready for that.
You run it back tomorrow? Maybe we do our own. Go for a quick 26 miler. Here it is again. This is unbelievable. Meadows just refuses to go down, and Rodríguez is like, this is that video game boss that just won't die.
Yeah, well, if this was a game where you would expect Rodríguez to go 7 or 8, which is not that game, this at bat would be going a long way to hurting his chances to go deep in the game, because normally this at bat requires 3 outs for a pitcher in an inning. 14 to 16 pitches.
Half his pitches tonight in this at bat. The next will be the 16th.
Somewhere along 5 pitches ago, you're fine if you walk him or give up a hit. It's now when a pitcher is on the mound and this scenario happens, your brain's going, come on. All right, let's go. Enough. What pitch can I get to either get him a swing and a miss or an action ball?
It wages on for another from Rodríguez, and another foul ball.
The high pitch would get him. It's either ball 4 or strikeout, right? And you don't think about that when you're battling in an at bat like this. You're just thinking about, I'm going to get him out with this pitch down in the zone.
Seventeenth pitch. Meadows succumbs to a slider.
Well, this could have been the at bat that I was talking about, where the Rays needed something to kind of go different, and that would have gotten their bench fired up. Unfortunately, what was that, 16, 15 pitches?
17.
17 pitches later.